You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1333 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, November 8th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed right here on this podcast. Subscribe, like, and set to auto download if you don't mind in Apple Pod, Spotify, wherever you consume. Today, I've got some funny moments from people who are probably trying to help. Mark and Wes have all the hits like Trump, King Charles, climate protests, orcas, stabbings, fires, dirty politicians, and much, much more. Fellas, how you doing?
Playing the hits, baby. Doing good.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Shove some tortellini in my face. Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I saw you just shoveling the food in right before.
Literally, yeah. Just shoveling it in.
Ooh.
That's right.
Yeah, we were taping a little late tonight. That's on account of me. So sorry for Wes for you having to rush your dinner. I also shoveled.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it that. I would have shoveled it no matter what time it was.
Well, it's on account of the judicial system.
That's right.
That's true. My wife is being a good citizen, doing her civic duty, and is in deliberations as we speak.
Is she doing the Trump trial?
No.
Oh,
No. I think it's some type
That's
of
in
petty
New York.
crime. Petty crime in Reno.
Is she allowed to talk about it, or is that one of those things where she can't talk about it?
Deliberations are done. I can't wait to get the full rundown. I'm
Hell
excited.
yeah.
I'm gonna have a full report on the next podcast.
That's awesome.
Speaking of listening to this podcast, if you're having any issues listening on Apple Pods or Spotify, if it's skipping, doing crazy shit for you, let us know. Please send us a screen capture if you can. We're trying to work all that stuff out with our new podcast host. So,
Yes, like Mama C sent in a thing when Will was doing the Dino Nuggets. Right when he was about to reveal that they were filled with metal, it skipped forward
to the end of the segment, like
something like that.
Forward, yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck.
Yeah.
It kind of ruined that segment.
You're fucking us. Yeah.
Also, if you watch us tape, remember you can watch us tape the show live, youtube.com/hardfactornews, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, usually Sunday through Thursday. You can now become a member at youtube.com/hardfactornews, and you have exclusive emotes only for you in the chat. So as you comment on the show, you'll look really fucking cool. So it's just an FYI.
Yeah. Emote me. That's what I always say. Emote me, baby.
Yeah. Bill in the live comment says, "Let's go." Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the last time I'll do that for a while, but it's going to come back again.
No, it's not.
Wait,
That's the
ASAP
thing.
in the live comment says, "Imagine how surprised I was today when I went to vote and saw Hard Factor Mark on the ballot. It was election day." Mark, did you enter a race?
I mean, look, if I get called upon, I may or may not do my duty. But
Were you in the Houston mayoral race? I think that was what was going on in Texas.
like George Washington, I don't want the job. I'm not asking.
There was a lot of voting going on today in Texas. I've got a guy
voting day
right behind me who's a candidate.
I bet you do.
Well,
hear
yeah,
about
no,
him.
I don't think I ran for anything. Maybe that was a write-in. But you guys want to party?
Yeah.
Do you know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. And this is real news.
So yeah, well, I got a couple of the hits in the current news for you. Like, how about Donald Trump is currently in court?
I thought he was. I thought he's been in court.
Oh, he's
There's
back in
multiple
court.
cases, right? This one's for Georgia, right?
No, this is New York, and it's related
New
to
York.
insurance fraud with the Trump businesses and
This is
stuff.
with
I
his
mean, it's
son,
hard to keep. Yeah, it's hard to keep
Eric.
track of. That's why it's like the hits. This is one he actually showed up to court. A lot of them he doesn't go to court. This one he's in court, which is why we're talking about it. He's actually, I guess, he lives in New York or whatever. So, or part
home
time.
turf, right?
Yeah,
Home turf. So
Right, but the judge and him aren't getting along. He's not getting home court advantage.
I'm only
Teflon
going to
Don.
talk to you on my home court.
Yeah. Hey, judge. So I guess what's happening is some former, I guess the judge and Trump have been beefing like just talking mad shit back and forth to each other. Like Trump's telling the judge that it's very, very unfair that he's even there. And the judge
the most unfair thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, and the judge is the judge is screaming at like his lawyers to get Trump under control. They're like, he's like, I beseech you to control him if you can, or I will. And like, just
Okay,
all sorts of shenanigans.
Yeah, I saw his hot lawyer said that the judge was unhinged because he got all red in the face and was yelling at her.
Yeah, 74-year-old New York Judge Arthur Engoron is he's not real happy with Trump and his antics, and it's weird. Some are saying like, why is Trump beefing with the judge? Because in this particular case, I guess it's maybe not. I don't have all that. This is an 80% one. I think it's like more like the judge decides what's going to happen than like a jury. So like they're like, why is he pissing off the one guy that's going to decide how much trouble he's going to get for this?
And how come this judge can't My Cousin Vinny him and just send him to jail for the night because he's out of order?
Right.
You could.
Because that would be a shit show, probably. Yeah.
Dude,
so he's just
Trump reenacting My Cousin Vinny would be pretty fucking funny. I mean, if that's what he's going for,
I mean, it would be great. It would be top news if he got what's it called when you get contempt of court. Yeah. So, anyways, like I guess
contempt.
Some people have an idea of why Trump's fucking around. Like former federal prosecutor and professor of criminal law, Professor Kevin McMoonigle saying maybe Trump's like trying to like piss off the judge to get a reaction out of him so that like he could do an appeal. Like they think maybe like they might lose this one. So like he's like, I think he's trying to goad the judge into doing something he can argue on appeal.
Into seeming biased.
Yeah, exactly.
He's an all-time goater. So if that's a strategy,
right.
I mean, he's the guy to get the goading done.
Yeah, he's saying maybe he makes a comment they can use to support a bias case later, Wes. And he said either that or he just can't help himself with talking shit because it's usually people do the opposite in front of the judge when the judge is the sole person in charge of not the jury. And they're usually like, yes, Your Honor. And they have like their head down and they're like, yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor. And
Trump asked for this. He asked for a not jury trial and he got it. And now he's just
talking shit to the judge's
life a living hell.
Yeah. What a nut. Yeah, and then
it's
also
amazing. Isn't that amazing that so that's the top candidate for the Republicans, like by far, by a landslide. Then on the other side, Biden is by far the top candidate, despite the fact that everybody hates him and like they're worried that he's polling well below 50%.
And we wonder, why things are the way they are.
Even some liberal polls have just reported that Trump is beating Biden in like most of the battleground states.
Mess,
how is Biden? Biden's going to have a tough time beating anyone.
He's done, man.
Do you want rotted bananas or rotted oranges for breakfast?
Yeah.
What?
If we get Trump, I would love for Trump to be behind bars for part of it, like in an orange jumpsuit, just like if he could do this first State of the Union from behind bars, it would be hilarious.
Like a mob boss.
Yeah, like a mob boss. Yeah, exactly.
Top comedy is what I'm rooting for at this point. If it has to be Trump and Biden, I just want it to be as comical as possible.
Yeah, I've given up on like things getting fixed or like being good for people, so might as well be funny. Renato
weird that they could still be the top candidates. It blows my mind every day. It doesn't.
It is. They're getting one over on us, and we're gonna end up voting for one of the two of them instead of someone else. Renato Mariotti, another former federal prosecutor, said, "quote He's focused on provoking a fight with a judge. None of that helps from a legal perspective, so it's very confusing." So Trump's just doing Trump stuff in this trial, and I couldn't find a lot of clips from it. I don't know if it's like maybe not, but
I think it
should have been on TV. Right, it should have been on TV, like the Depp thing. It's a big miss. That would have been the biggest ratings for court TV. So
yeah. Oh yeah, some of the quotes from the court are amazing. I'd love to hear him deliver them raw.
I can't believe the judge is yelling, "I beseech you to control your client!" Like it's like an exorcism. And then I got another one for you. That annoying environment. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Trump. He's hard to handle. So like,
he is.
You're gonna need to beseech him. Because he's.
With urgency. Yeah.
The fuck does beseech even mean?
Means like I urgently request or like I demand. Right. I think like
implore.
Implore. I implore you. So that's Trump. That's the hits. He's back in court. And then another hits from the past couple years, that annoying environmental group that hates oil, Just Stop Oil, and apparently also hates art, is back again trying to destroy precious art in a famous museum. Here they are.
Women
hammering the glass.
By voting. It is time for deeds and not words. It is time to just stop oil.
Okay.
Politics is failing us. Politics failed women in 1914. If millions will die due to new oil and gas licensing, millions.
Oh.
If we love history, if we love art, and if we love our families, we must just stop oil.
Okay.
And you, with the art part, now they just sit down and wait to get arrested. So this
so they banged the last. What's up with that guy wearing an NWA hat? Now that's a choice that he made on that one.
Yeah. It's nitwits with attitude.
Moose.
Nincompoops. That was this Monday at London's National Gallery. They tried and failed to destroy a Diego Velazquez painting of a nude lady. That's why they're like making like female comments like, look at them sexualizing women in the nude painting. And then instead of paint, which you're used to seeing them do, like when they tried to destroy a Van Gogh last year, and that's usually they've been throwing paint or gluing their hands on things. Same group. Now they've gotten chisels and hammers because there's protective glass on these things, so they're trying to hammer through the glass.
They're pussies. They don't want to really ruin a piece of art because they'd get in so much fucking trouble. They're just such pussies.
Yeah, maybe they just don't get art.
It's just about making a display, but I mean, again, it's strange that he's like trying to take on NWA movement as part of Just Stop Oil.
As Eazy-E said, fuck them.
Yeah, have we gotten quotes from NWA?
So obviously there's like people in the background being like, shut up, idiots. Like nerds. Like they're just
fucking
like,
up my tour here.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys see that one? Did you guys see that one recently of when the Just Stop Oil people were at like the shipyard and they're like, we're protesting it because it's oil. And then there's like some random dock worker there. He's like, yeah, but it's cooking oil. And he just starts cracking up.
That's awesome. Yeah. Was this an oil painting?
Right. I mean, that's I don't understand the painting aspect of it.
They should just light themselves on fire in the middle of the street. That'll get more attention.
I agree. I mean,
that would really move the needle, Wes.
Cover themselves in oil and then just light themselves on fire.
Yeah. Most environmentalists have an appreciation for art, but not us. We just don't see what the big deal is with these paintings. And I'll tell you what, if you want to be the opposite of those vandals and win the holidays this season, instead of destroying art, you can have a beautiful painting created for a loved one and sent to them as the most meaningful gift they will ever receive.
Stick it right to these protesters,
Right.
Put the beautiful art in their faces, hand painted.
Exactly. You can do that like Will, Wes, and Pat have recently, thanks to Paint Your Life. Paint Your Life transforms your photos into a one-of-a-kind, beautiful hand-painted portraits by professional artists. It's also easy to use. They're very their user interface is very intuitive, and they walk you through it step by step, and very affordable, with payment plans starting as little as 10% down. And now you're going to work with world-class professional painters who will take you step by step through the process. You can use a photo you have or a combination of photos you have to get the perfect painting like Will did with his family, and a series of different photos that the painter used to bring them all into the same setting, right? So
the compilation service, it's incredible.
Super easy. This is a gift that will touch the heart and make your loved one's holiday unforgettable. Your wife, your mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, or grandma,
anyone with eyes.
This holiday season, you can give the most meaningful gift you've ever given from paintyourlife.com, and there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping for a painting To get this special offer, text the word FACTOR to 87204. That's FACTOR to 87204. Text FACTOR to 87204. Paint your life, celebrate the moments that matter the most, and message and data rates may apply, but you can see the terms for details on that.
Oh, you know how expensive it is to ship a painting?
Nada for Paint Your Life, but everyone else probably 3 figures. Yeah,
it's easily. A couple more live comments before we move on. Man Bear Pig 182 says it should be called paternity leave. Am I right? But a change.
That's a good one.
He should be back soon. And then Tiller, regarding the comments, remember, DM us if you have any issues on Apple Pods or Spotify. He says I usually chalk those up to Wes's internet. So
hey, my internet's been fine recently. Come on,
got him.
This is true. This is true.
Poopy butt.
This
stinks.
is a good. Just nailed me. Oh yeah, go. Poopy butt stinks. He says all my Paint Your Life works will now be oil based. Fuck the nerds. Yeah, good point. And then he got me really good. He says, Will looks like he's in Sum 41 on the weekdays and a gay biker group on the weekend, which is true. but Poopy butt stinks 182. Here I got news for you. I'm going to be bleaching my face because I think we just hit 125,000 on Instagram. And so,
hell yes, we did. Way to go.
So I will have a bleach goatee. I've already sent in inspiration photos to Kaz Leonard, the official stylist of Hard Factor, at least in the Reno location. And my top choice for facial hair styling is a Big Papa Pump. So you can look that up if you don't know what that looks like. But we're gonna have something cool.
Scott Steiner, baby.
That's right.
Freak. Yeah, another video hit 1 million. We're cruising on socials, 125K and growing on Instagram. Let's go. Keep following us.
Let's go. You didn't get there YouTube first at 10K, but still we're only a few hundred away. Help us post stories on youtube.com/hardfactornews. Okay. My segments today. Is it a good idea or a bad idea? Is basically the gist of the essence of these segments. And I've got 2 examples of people that definitely have good motives, right, for what they're doing, what they were doing, why they made the news. But the results have left a lot of people on the internet asking questions about, is this a good idea or not in the end? You know,
okay,
like you mean well, but is it really okay? Do you want to hear about the giant global corporation doing this or the Bali-based TikToker first?
Let's start smallest to largest.
Okay, the TikToker. She's hot. Figured you might want to see that. Thank you to Andrew in Leeds for sending this one in. Meet Bali-based content creator Anna Stansovsky. Okay, there she is on the beach.
On my face, right?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's her just posing out there in Bali where she lives.
She's tan, huh?
A little bit more of a close up. Yeah, keeps it tight.
She's got a good tan on her, huh?
Yeah. Real nice tan, keeps it tight. A lot of tattoos. She does sketches and whatnot. Like her alleged boyfriend Kevin Freshwater also does. He's like a content creator, sketch guy. Different sketch styles. Kevin does like man on the street style sketches. She does more like a produced style thing. They've done.
She just looks hot.
Yeah. And also like a joke in there. And add in the
Begs
joke.
her not to leave. Yeah.
Yep. You guys get it. You haven't even seen the sketches. You get it. Anyways, different styles they do. They've done some crossover work together. Apparently they're dating. That's what the allegations are. And apparently she's actually gotten his name, Kevin, tattooed on her forehead in support of their supposed relationship. So
wait, what? I saw this. This is this chick. This is
this chick. Yeah. This is Anna Stansovsky.
This isn't a small tattoo.
No, Mark, it's huge. I want to show you guys the video so we can really break it down. Okay. Here's what she posted this to IG, TikTok, everywhere of her tattoo of Kevin's name on her forehead. Just a giant Kevin. Here you go. So you see the stencil's on.
Oh, what a moron.
Yeah. And she's excited. She's leaning back. Here he goes. Tattoo needles going in.
He's an asshole.
Here you go.
And this tattoo guy's an asshole too.
For doing it.
Yeah,
that big block letters. A lot of people questioning the validity. She says the pain as he's running the needle.
Some people are saying it's like a temp.
I mean, it looks like he's doing it.
Right. It does appear if it's a fake, it's a well done fake.
Okay.
I guess we'll find out in like
where's she from?
A year. She's from Portugal, I think.
Bali.
Oh, Bali.
She loves it. It's Kevin across her head. Bali
she's
now.
not originally from Bali.
She's from West.
Kevin's gonna love it.
Do you think Kevin will love it? Yeah, it's his name tattooed across your head.
Doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna stay together, because I remember there's a chick in a porno I've seen a few times who has Kevin tattooed on her ass, and she is not doing a guy named Kevin in the video.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. No, it doesn't guarantee anything. And Mark, there's a lot of questions. As I said, she means well. She's trying to support the relationship. It's left the internet with a lot of questions. Anna has 595,000 followers on TikTok, 111,000 on Instagram. The video has been viewed over 20 million times. This one that I just showed you of her getting her head tattooed. And the internet commenters, like I said, can't agree if it's real or fake. So what's first off? What do you guys think? Real or fake? This tattoo?
I think she's an idiot, and it's real.
I don't care. I think it's stupid.
She just ruined she ruined her career. I mean,
she's gonna, if it's real, they're 1,000% gonna break up at some point. That's guaranteed.
Of course.
And she's just gonna do a cover up. It's just gonna be like something else besides Kevin.
I think it's fake or a planned cover up later.
Right.
But Wes, do you think it's real? And Wes, to your theory, the Polish-born starlet keeps.
I was going to call her Poland. I was going to ask if she is from Poland.
Well, if she's stupid enough to do the head tattoo like that, yeah.
I swear to God,
should have known.
God damn it! Yeah,
Where's this idiot from?
Yeah, Poland originally.
Right.
And so to Wes's point, the Polish-born starlet says she's in Bali now. She keeps saying that she'll never regret it. She loves her Kevin tattoo across her forehead, and that it's very real. And that any girlfriend that loves her boyfriend as much as she loves Kevin would want his name across her forehead too. But since it's a performing couple who both do comedy sketches for a living, it can't help but feel like this is a setup for an eventual punchline, right?
Yeah, I mean, how hard is it to like fake being in pain for a few seconds? Like, ow, my forehead. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But if it's real, it's the therapist who's going to be laughing all the way to the bank if they ever do break up, because that's tough.
Shit. And every other guy named Kevin who's like, yeah, I have a pretty easy in when she breaks up with Kevin number one.
Oh, I mean, if you're jerking off to this chick and your name is Kevin, you just went like triple the amount of jerk offs to this girl.
Oh, dude, to your guys' point, she even posts in subsequent TikTok videos and Instagram videos that if your name is Kevin, like hit her up, because in case, so she's funny. I mean, she's a comedian, right? Like,
yeah, if she's got that good a sense of humor, that's got to be fake, because come on.
Right, that's what I'm thinking, right?
It's not, I mean, it's not like a tattoo underneath her eyebrow that says Kevin that you can like barely see. That's her whole fucking forehead. It's the entirety of her forehead. It's huge. It's like size 50 font on a computer.
Listen, people do really stupid shit for online clout. I just watched a video of a guy who told his girlfriend to shoot him with a gun, like through like a bulletproof vest or something, and she just killed him.
That was crazy.
Guys are usually stupider than girls. A girl ruining her entire forehead is kind of out of the ordinary.
I mean, I guess
crazy.
I don't know.
Dad Ash live comment: Stock and Kevin is booming. Yeah, it is. I mean, Kevin's got to be fucking pumped about
big wins for Kevin's. There's not a lot of, I haven't seen a mark tattooed that large on someone's forehead. I mean, you know what I mean? Kevin,
right?
Pretty good.
If you saw a mark, it would have a C, probably being, that kind of a move.
Historically speaking, they've been the Aureliuses, and yeah, sure.
Incredible. All right. Well, I hate that guy now, Kevin.
Yeah, don't you hate Kevin?
I hate Kevin now.
He's kind of funny. I don't mind his sketches. I mean, I think this is just performance.
Jeez, well, why don't you get his name tattooed on your head?
I might. But, I mean, I would rather get Anna, I think, because this is probably a brilliant stunt. I think if it's real, questionable. I think it's probably just a really funny sketch.
I think she's Polish, and I think it's real. Didn't think that one through too much. Yeah. All right, let's move on. I keep grabbing for my hat, and it's not even there. We all know how incredible Chick-fil-A is, right? From the quality of the food to the customer service and endless sauces they're willing to give you. It's a fast food experience second to none, frankly. So, when you decide to make today a Chick-fil-A day, that becomes a blessed day. It's going to be filled with pleasure for you and pleasure for them to give you your pleasure. Everyone involved, lots of pleasure. Pleasure overload, really, right?
Can I say I think it's overrated?
Are you fuck? I think.
I mean, which part of Chick-fil-A is overrated? I agree. Certain aspects could be.
I'm not
the original sandwich.
It's not
no way.
Good. Yeah, but there's like 3 good items. I mean, their waffle fries are okay. They're pretty good, but the sauce makes them
fabulous.
Their sandwiches are okay. I usually go. I mean, how many times have you seen me asked to go to Chick-fil-A?
You're right. You're not a Chick-fil-A guy.
I'm not a Chick-fil-A guy. I never have been.
That's
it's okay.
fine.
But if Chick-fil-A is never going to let you down at the same time. Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna, I mean, it's good, but
it's second to McDonald's.
Not my top 3.
It's McDonald's and Chick-fil-A very close for me. I got to be honest.
Yeah. And McDonald's, the prices, what they're doing. I mean, a lot of people are moving into second place really easily right now.
Yeah,
that's true. McDonald's costs as much as Chick-fil-A. That's for sure.
I mean, it's just a better experience too. I mean, higher quality food, higher quality customer service, sauces are better.
They weird me out a little bit. Those weird Christians at Chick-fil-A. They I don't like the experience that much.
You don't like the pleasure overload?
No, I like to get a little shit talked to me when I'm eating shitty food. No,
like
I don't like those robot,
those
burger
with no
Christian
apologies.
Robot freaks that they're fake. They can't be that happy to be there.
You like someone to scoff at you and you ask for extra sauce?
Absolutely. Yeah,
you would.
Yeah.
Like a little reality in my when I'm ordering shitty, horrible for me food. I want a little bit of reality thrown back at me. Yeah,
yeah. You don't want to be too.
Mark wants Kevin. Mark wants Kevin as his cashier.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have made it a little too nice. You're right, because it's easy
like
to go back.
Stepford Wives situation going on with
it.
Yeah. Well, but that's just the training, okay? And it produces a pleasurable result, as Wes was alluding to.
Well, a little tough on them. I get it.
Incredible. I love it. So anyway, 2 DC firefighters / EMTs decided they were going to make this past March 24th a Chick-fil-A day, and they weren't going to let anything get in the way of their pleasure, not even the possible death of a woman who was having severe chest pain and in dire need of their services. Here's the newscast from back then.
After they were accused of putting an emergency call on hold so they could pick up fast food.
Sources familiar with the investigation say that it happened last Friday afternoon as the 2 got a call for a woman suffering from chest pains.
But instead of immediately responding to an office in Northeast, the 2 first stopped to pick up fast food. News 4's Paul Wagner has the story.
Last Friday, just after 4 p.m., the 911 center dispatched the call.
Medic 3 and Ambulance 3 responded for an ALS chest pain for a 57-year-old female at Kaiser Permanente.
ALS stands for Advanced Life Support. It's what's considered a priority call. But the 2 firefighter EMTs assigned to Ambulance 3 that day, according to an account contained in a fire and EMS report, said it had been a busy day and the 2 were hungry and fatigued and wanted to stop for food.
And this is where they stopped. At this Chick-fil-A here at 14th and Maryland Avenue Northeast, about a mile away from where they were supposed to be. According to a document, a D.C. fire and EMS document called a special report obtained by News 4, the firefighters said they had already ordered their food on the app when the emergency call came in. So they decided to stop here, literally, as they said, for a few minutes, tops.
No chance.
In bold letters.
No chance.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A's are packed to the gills 24/7, 24/6.
Yeah.
315.
They are busy.
Because they're busy the second they're open till they close. You cannot get in and out of one.
Right. Ooh. So
real quick, FMK, Chick-fil-A, Cane's, Zaxby's from Tiller. Great one. I'm going to marry Cane's, fuck Chick-fil-A, and throw them in the ditch because they would hate that, and then I'm going to kill Zaxby's.
You're going to marry Chick-fil-A? You said? Or
no, I'm going to marry Cane's, and then I'm going to have a one-night stand with Chick-fil-A because that would especially upset them.
Yeah. I think I'm the exact same as you. Yeah, I think that's.
I want to fuck Cane's, marry Zaxby's, and kill Chick-fil-A. Yeah, maybe on Easter they can resurrect.
There you go. So they ordered their food in the app, and when you order your food in the app and it's hot and ready to go, I mean, the last thing you want to do is abandon a hot a hot Chick-fil-A meal. So that's it. They didn't. Yeah. They said she could wait.
I love that she was experiencing chest pains and they went to get fast food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think they checked in and said, yeah, how bad are these?
Right.
No, they didn't. I don't think
Scale
they checked
1 to 10.
I think you can track the ambulances. Like they probably have a tracking device and all the ambulances. You can see where they are because that's how they dispatch them. Because they're like, hey, you're close to this area. We're going to dispatch you here. They were the closest ambulance. That's why they got dispatched to this specific emergency. But because they stopped at Chick-fil-A, they were too late. And I don't know if the woman died because of it, but she certainly could have. She certainly could have died because when you're in that kind of situation, minutes matter. And it took them, like Mark said, not a couple minutes. It took them at least 5-10 minutes to get that fucking food.
Yeah,
so,
I'd like to know if she survived.
Bill's saying in the comments, not sure if I've ever been to Chick-fil-A because it doesn't take him longer than 5 minutes. I disagree. Again, for the 50th time, work for Uber Eats, and I've never lived in a city where Chick-fil-A hasn't taken 15 to 20 minutes just on how crowded it is. The drive-through lines are 3 layers deep instead of 2, and they're backed up about 15 to 20 cars.
I think
I'm not saying they pump it out.
It takes some time. Middle of the
They
day,
pump it out,
Chick-fil-A,
but there's 100 people in front of you every time you're going.
I went at like 8 p.m. the other night, and I breezed through. So it's not all the time. But you're right.
Rare.
High. Well, it's a well-designed. Yeah,
they pump out the food. I'm not saying they're slow. It's just they're crowded. They're popular. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a church.
Boy, they handle that popularity pretty well, though.
Yeah.
What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
Bill orders on the app. Yeah, of course. I mean, order on the app, of course. And then you get ahead.
You can give me a one-night stand when I marry Canes.
Anyway, they got fired. They got fired. They got canned. The male who was probably the idea it was to go get Chick-fil-A because he was really hungry. And then there was the female with him got caught up in his whole Chick-fil-A fantasy. She's waiting to see what her fate is, but she's probably gonna get fired too. So can't do that. You can't choose fast food over life. That's just
did this person survive?
Sadly. I didn't see anything about her dying, so I think she's okay. Because another ambulance eventually responded, I believe.
A different ambulance had help them.
It was and she was at Kaiser Permanente, which sounds like a fucking doctor's office, right? Isn't it like a
it's a hospital usually.
Yeah. So anyway, Chick-fil-A is so good.
It is really, and I'm wanting
it's a tough choice
now.
for me.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay. Wait a second. Hang on. I do have a couple, but I'm gonna just go. I'll do my other ones later.
Okay.
You go ahead, Mark.
All right, I'm gonna go. Bad news for the power of cigarettes, potentially, Wes.
Oh, what's that?
King Sausage Fingers, King Charles, is planning on banning cigarettes potentially. Potentially because they look like toothpicks in his beefy, swollen hands. They're too thin.
They make his hands look even more absurd.
Oh yeah. I'll bring it. Well, how dare you give me a 100? Yeah, he's fine with cigars, but cigarettes have got to go.
Fuck him. People love cigarettes. Let them have them.
What are you smoking? Toothpicks, Charles? Yeah.
Well, as much as they drink over there. Give me a break, King.
Oh, they love
I
cigarettes.
think the Welsh are going to stand for this.
No, they're going to. No, the Welsh are going to have an underground cigarette club, dude. The Welsh are not going to stand for this. I can tell you that much. Charles announced his plan to ban cigarettes in a King's speech that was said to be of pomp and pageantry. This was the first King's speech in over 70 years. When his stuttering grandfather stammered his way through one. Here, let me play you some of his ridiculousness. This is the introduction, the first minute of this 11-minute King speech. First 30 seconds. Look at this fucking room.
My lords and members of the House of Commons, it is mindful of a legacy of service and devotion to this country set by my beloved mother, the late Queen, that I deliver this, the first King's speech in over 70 years.
Yep, I already said that. My lords.
That's how it went? That's how boring it was?
Oh, yeah, my lords. He's wearing a fucking big-ass crown with jewels on it and calling people lords in 2023. Pretty silly. Look at this fucking room, man. Everyone's in makeup and powdered wigs wearing robes and crowns and jewels.
It makes you realize Game of Thrones never existed the way that they claim it does. Like it's always been sniveling losers in a room.
Look at this.
Probably
it's ridiculous. It looks like a Hard Factor Merchathon or the Rocky Horror Picture Show. They better go easy on the gays over there with their politicians playing so much dress up. They better be nice to the gays in the UK.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
He looks like he definitely reminds me of that little prince from Game of Thrones, like Will said, the spoiled one that gets poisoned eventually or whatever. Yeah, they all grown up though. Yeah,
Joffrey.
Yeah, Joffrey.
So you're telling me
grown up 70 years because my mother was in charge.
I will remind you who my mother was. You know,
so this guy, he comes in, Mark, and we're hearing rumors about he's gonna unleash the UFOs on the people. He's gonna do all this stuff, and then in his King's speech, he's like, "I'm gonna ban cigarettes."
Yeah, his big thing is banning cigarettes.
Dude, if he exposes UFOs, everyone's gonna want a cigarette.
Yeah.
Right.
The first thing I do.
I haven't had a cigarette in about 2 years, and I want one for this, after this asshole.
Watching that UFO video, just chain smoking.
Holy shit.
You did this, Charles. Yeah.
That was a bad timing. King.
You can't do both.
You're monkey fucking your life.
Yeah.
Already lit.
Just rewinding it.
It's like Matthew McConaughey in True Detective with the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So along with banning cigarettes, Charles, the lifelong environmentalist, had to take one for the team, and earmuffs just stop oil. Quote, in a bid to strengthen the United Kingdom's energy security, the government will bring in offshore petroleum licensing bill, which will support the licensing and drilling of new oil and gas fields in the North Sea, because they were so reliant on like Russia for oil, and they got absolutely creamed in petrol prices, as they call it over there. By the way, if you call gasoline petrol, you're a little bit too sophisticated to be in the United States of America. But they've been getting their asses waxed with petrol prices. And so now they're like, we need to drill.
We must drill and end cigarettes, end our reliance on evil cigarettes.
Yep. He also then talked about electric vehicles, eventually replacing them because, again, he's an environmentalist, bringing in a new football regulator for the EPL, restoring law and order, a new education grading system and curriculum that would get rid of like A's and turn it into different letter systems or soming, and a bunch of other shit.
Sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just been waiting 50 years to implement all this crap besides the drilling.
Just relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, just enjoy your 8 years as king.
Right. Half back with the king, Wes. That ass is that you're gonna
absolutely have King Charles on.
I think we can make that happen, right, Wes?
Yeah, I'm sure we could.
No, you can. I think you'll have him on, though. I mean,
yeah,
it's not a video thing, right? Yeah, he'll be
right.
on.
Yeah, we can have him on.
Yeah, I think he's going to be on. But here is the big one. This is the ending of his thing, and him ending the sale of tobacco to the young generation.
To create a smoke-free generation by restricting the sale of tobacco so that children currently aged 14 or younger can never be sold cigarettes, and restricting the sale and marketing of e-cigarettes to children.
14-year-olds are like, what?
This is the prime minister's fucking thing. I covered this. That guy.
Yeah,
that was
the guy smiling. That was the guy smiling.
The
new prime minister.
They want to phase it out. So if you're born after a certain year, you'll never be able to buy cigarettes.
Correct. They raise the age every year.
Right.
So you have to be 19, then you have to be 20, then you have to be 21. So they end it instead of just banning them, they just end it for the 14-year-olds now.
So what are they going to do if they catch a 14-year-old with cigs? Do they go to jail now?
No, nothing.
Maybe a fine or some bullshit. It's stupid.
No. Absolutely nothing will happen at all. So when asked about cigars, one reporter said, "What about cigars? Cigar hands?"
Did he reply or just have him?
I'm just kidding. They don't have reporters at this stupid king speeches. It's just
that wouldn't be allowed.
Just these assholes.
No.
Are cigars safe, you
ladies
freak?
of the land? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring out the children to fuck. That's what it looks like they're all about to say.
Fine.
Now bring out the children to fuck.
Now that matter's taken care of. Maybe
ring the bell.
Yeah, right.
Oh yes, I want them so young they'll never be able to smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe in response to the fact that this was coming, a company has just announced that there are King Charles sausage finger vapes you can get for $60.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh, good. One of them does have the ring on it. That's very
the
important.
ring. Yeah, dude, we should get the one with the ring. I want to get that.
We can order some and vape on
You
air.
can smoke.
That's a great
out of
prop.
King Charles's sausage fingers. Oh yeah, hell yeah! I'm ordering.
See the tips. See the black. See the
They're a little. They need to be a little whiter. I feel like. Can you pull up the real picture of his fingers?
Yeah, but if you get the one with the ring,
they're so red and swollen, Wes.
Right, red. Yeah,
yeah. Right. because there's something severely wrong with them. They're not that white.
I guess that is the right shade.
Oh, it's called the Coronation Collection of vapes. Yeah, I'm getting one.
Yeah, we should order some of those. So there you go. The King's Speech.
Nice, beautiful. All right, let's move it along to our last example of people who are trying to do good, but then people are like, "Huh, I wonder is that good in the end?" Because of what happened. And this one, thanks to Andrew on Instagram for sending it in San Francisco on Monday morning, local residents got an unpleasant surprise in the form of something they mostly all agree probably would help cut down on carbon emissions, right? Any guesses?
Cut down on carbon emissions?
What would surprise a San Franciscan on their Monday morning commute when they thought that this thing was just so good for the environment, but it turned out to be a nightmare that day?
The trolley, like the shared ride thing.
You guys pretty much
probably the trolley.
Yeah,
you're on it. The shock came in the form of an electric bus. So basically a combination of what you guys just said, the electric bike and the trolley, but it's an electric bus owned by Google I don't know, owned by, it's part of their commuter fleet that apparently ran out of juice, just ran out of power. And in San Francisco, it's a lot of hills. So it rolled down a busy hill, crashing into at least 4 vehicles and sending one person to the hospital with undisclosed injuries.
No. So
one person to the hospital with a paycheck.
Yeah, with crushed body.
Yeah. Well, but a set family. So that's,
set for generations page.
Yeah,
right. That's one you might want to take for the team.
I would dive in front of that fucking bus.
Right. Some people in hindsight, Wes, it wasn't marked as Google. I'll show you the video. So taking it to the internet, Jian K, her tweet is like the thing that actually got this found out. So she goes, some local journalists need to be on this. A Google bus lost its power while going up the hill and rolled back and hit 9 cars this morning. She says 9 outside of my place, Castro District, San Francisco. The video is from my friend below. Here's the video, guys. And so here's the corner. You see the bus.
Oh, damn. It did hit a lot of cars.
Battery electric, it says. Double decker. And it's
So
sliding down.
Fucked up those cars.
It's sliding down, the hill, just hitting every single car it passes. And the San Francisco police confirmed that the collisions happened at around 8:45 a.m. on Castro Street between 20th and 21st Street. And Google confirmed that the bus is part of its commuter fleet. So it was, this thing, this electric vehicle that transports so many people, it's saving so much carbon emissions, turned out to actually probably cause a shitload today because it destroyed at least 4 cars, probably way more, and send somebody to the hospital. So that's going to take a lot.
That was a bad day. Yeah. They had to get a lot of big vehicles to tow those things out of there. Big ambulances with lights and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Not a great day for Google and the commuter fleet of 100% battery powered EV buses. And taking it back to the internet one last time, local resident at David Gallagher tweets, I think I'm going to be late for my dentist appointments. Big crash at 20th and Castro. Should have taken my bike. And then you can just see the carnage of this bus.
Jesus, that fucked up some cars, man.
Yeah.
They must have gone pretty fast.
Look at the one on the bottom left. If anyone was in that, they were in trouble.
That could have been the one where Somebody was sent to the hospital with undisclosed injuries. I mean, the police are saying only 4 cars. You can see at least 4 plus.
I mean, it looks just like a big tour bus, essentially. I mean,
yeah, it's a double-decker commuter fleet bus
Right.
for Google. They take them all over the city.
A horror tour, like just tearing through. Yeah.
Yeah. So watch out there. You know, those buses, they'll help eventually, but maybe not yet when they run out of gas and destroy
fun town.
every car on the street.
Yeah. Real fun town over there they got going on.
Bezos, real quick, Google Bezos is getting, speaking of billionaires.
Yeah, Sanchez and Bezos getting splitting up.
Splitville.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't last long, huh?
Yeah, you know what? It's like that classic thing. You share too much on social media, it's a red flag. It's like, you know.
And then she probably was telling him all about all the guys that are hitting her up, like so many DM slides, like you wouldn't believe it, Jeff. And then Jeff's like, "Oh, I believe it."
Yeah.
And we're
her
done.
last long-term boyfriend, I think, baby daddy, is Tony Gonzalez, one of the best tight ends of all time, handsome 6'6", like juggernaut of a man. And then
what did we call him?
Her brother, her gay brother, was like releasing the dick pic details and all this stuff.
What did we call him before?
He
got with her.
Bald Bezos?
Jealous Jeff. Jealous Jeff.
Jealous Jeff.
Yeah.
Also bald Bezos. True. Other underreported stuff: Ukraine is suspending elections. The insane Nashville shooter manifesto got released, which is insane. Someone was arrested at the Capitol recently with an AR-15. And generally, it seems like global tensions have everybody on edge. But it's almost Thanksgiving, and there's a lot of good sports on. UEFA Champions League, football, mashed potatoes, some overs, hopefully. Election results, as West is probably about to tell
lost to some small team in the Champions League.
Yeah. Always exciting.
Yeah,
the champion.
I saw some German MLS player got suspended 3 games for shockingly a racial slur at an opponent. Some
in Germany?
Player. Yeah, no, it was a German player, and he yelled the racial slur in German. But the guy that he said the racial slur to, he's like half Asian, half black guy, played in Germany, so he knew exactly what he said to him. And the guy got suspended for 3 days. So,
you know those words, huh? Oh shoot, yeah.
Just Germans being Germans. All right, real quick. Another yacht has been sunk in the the Strait of Gibraltar. A mid-sized sailing yacht owned by a Polish cruise company, Morksey Mile. Was attacked on October 31st by an unknown number of orcas for around 45 minutes off the coast of Morocco, and they believe it was once again White Gladys.
You know it was her.
So, this is the 4th yacht they've taken down since 2022.
Why don't we just kill her?
I mean, Bezos. Maybe White Gladys drove Bezos nuts, and that's part of the split. He couldn't handle the pressure.
He's out there on the yacht a lot.
Always on the lookout.
Yeah. They again think that White Gladys was
it was Tony Gonzalez. So handsome big dude, you know.
Yeah, him or any number of very attractive men she's got.
One of the 5 NFL players she dated.
Yeah, I'm not following Tony Gonzalez.
Wes, if you saw his picture, you'd get it.
Yeah. I think I know what he looks like.
Yeah, you want to bring up Tony Gonzalez?
I mean, he stays fit at an advanced age.
I mean, anyone's better than Bezos, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's ugly.
This guy has like a veiny arms for legs, or veiny legs for arms, though. It's
6'6", perfect head of hair.
Yeah, it's a difficult.
Wow. Yeah, you're not following that guy.
6'6", perfect head of hair. That's his son. His son's taller than Bezos.
I wouldn't follow his son.
No. He has like 115 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's
pretty. How did he think he was going to handle that?
Yeah, what an idiot. What was he thinking?
What man thinks they can handle that?
Yeah.
Who's your ex? Oh, Tony. You say Tony Gonzalez?
111 NFL touchdowns.
Yeah. This Tony Gonzalez?
Tony Gonzalez is 6'5". Yeah, get out of here.
Oh my God, what an idiot!
And Jack too, chiseled. I mean, just
mistakes for me.
Tough act to follow.
Doomed from the start.
Pointed out.
I think luckily for Bezos, he's going to be able to find someone else, but that was a mistake from the get-go, from the jump. Yeah,
big mistake. All right, so again, another yacht taken down by the Orcas. They're just going to keep doing it because they've learned it, and I think they pretty much enjoy it now. I think it's just a game for them to take down the yacht. They love it, so that's what's happening. And guys,
still haven't attacked a human though, just the yachts
technically. But they're like that bus. They're like that runaway bus. Will at some point collateral damage.
Yeah, someone's going to be on that
maybe
boat.
They're
that can't
smart
swim.
enough to know. Yeah, because they're just going for the rudders. Maybe they're smart enough to know these people, despite them being totally useless and on this mega yacht, they still could probably get help.
So you're saying the Orcas are just exactly like what Just Stop Oil should be, and they're just destroying super yachts instead of not even really damaging precious pieces of art. Got it.
They're trying to lead by example, but the Just Stop Oil people, they don't get it. They're too busy wearing NWA hats and destroying precious art and whatnot. So
as we mentioned earlier, today, November 7th, if you're live, yesterday, if you're listening, was election day. And in Texas, the only reason I know that because my son's school is an election center. So when I get there, it's all fucked up. When I try to drop them off, everyone's fucking going in election day. There's signs and everywhere. It's a mess. No clue what's on the ballot except for a bunch of Constitution amendments here in Texas, local elections, one of which Brad Benson, seen here, longtime volunteer Brad Benson for Granbury City Council. He's a conservative businessman, firefighter, and most importantly, he's a Texan.
Well, you said volunteer firefighter, right?
He's a firefighter. Here's a picture of him.
I thought you just said volunteer firefighter.
Here's a picture.
Oh, he's pretty jacked.
He's got a pretty big underbite, too. Brad Benson.
Yeah,
you know the guy.
Yeah. He was the Republican candidate for place 4 on the Granbury City Council in Tuesday's election. And he described himself on his campaign site both as a gay man and as a genuine conservative, both fiscally and ideologically. So that's a tough ticket, being a gay conservative in Texas.
There's a few of them out there.
Yeah, there's a few of them out there. We got one of the most famous. What's her name? Jenner.
So about that
Rick
guy,
Grinnell.
We've interviewed a few. Rick Grinnell and the guy who cleans up towns and didn't give us any repost.
Scott Presler.
Scott Presler. Yeah.
Brad Palumbo is a conservative financial analyst guy, and
we had him on too, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we've had 3 of them on the show, Wes.
Well, I don't remember. So here's another one. His name's Brad Benson.
Total unicorn.
And he's I mean, come on, it is more of a unicorn than you guys are leading.
It's rare. We've interviewed 3 of the 4.
Yeah.
Here's
I think we're 4th. It's a little insane.
Well, let's complete the square and get Benson on.
Yeah, we need Benson we're seeking these people out.
Yeah.
He had a lot of goals for the community. He wanted to prioritize infrastructure, enhance the fire department, reduce city's operating budget, eliminate a lot of stuff that's happening in his city. But he also has another love. And can you guess by this picture what his other love might be?
Children, boys.
Oh no,
boys, children.
Yep. That is the most stereotypical pedophile mugshot I think I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's caught, so now he can just show his true pedophile face.
Right. Yeah, with the glasses. And,
and the 5 o'clock shadow,
sick face he's got. So he's not going to win any elections because he's arrested for 2 charges of first.
Well, that's because people under 18 can't vote.
Yeah,
his friends.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. First degree child pornography possession. His bond was set at $100,000 each. There was news cameras out there. At one point, they emerged with a brown paper bag. I'm assuming full of child porn because.
Oh no, he had
what's in the bag? They're just shaking the
brown bag. I mean, come on, how cliche can you get? It's like a brown bag full of child porn. Give me a fucking break, pal. So,
dude,
that's the bag that's gonna end his life.
Think I found it, guys. There's a brown bag over here.
Yeah, it's either fried chicken or child porn.
Yeah,
it's either grease stains or cum stains. Like,
so,
whoa.
He's probably gonna probably have to leave Texas now if he doesn't spend the rest of his life in jail because as a conservative,
he's not dead yet.
Gay man, you can't also be into child porn in Texas. That's where we draw the line, right? He's not dead yet, Mark. I don't think he's bailed out. He's $100,000 bond for each of his offenses. So $200,000.
Wait, which is this Allen, Frisco, Texas? Where is this?
It was where is it?
He put up his campaign. Granbury City Council.
Granbury.
Oh, that doesn't sound good for him.
Granbury. Now we don't take too kindly.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Texas. That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, his opponent, Charles Beard and Gary Skip Overdyer, who are also conservatives buying for the same seat, said, "I pray for all the children who may have been hurt as a result of Brad Benson's actions, if true. Child pornography is a sickness and will forever hurt its victims for life. I pray you charge your angels to watch over these victims." So,
and then he said, "Now let's get him, Granbury."
Good sentence. Yeah. Now it's me and you, Skip. So that's what's going on.
Mano.
Yeah.
Local election.
Put the pedophiles to bed.
Yeah.
Here's his website, Brad Benson for Granbury.
Oh no. Conservative Texan, no BS. Besides my bag of child porn.
Yeah. Yeah. No bullshit. Yeah. No bullshit. I love child porn.
Damn.
So, Brad. Anyway, that's all I got.
Sad for Brad. That's it.
I was gonna do one about a remote, but I might save it for tomorrow. We're going. I don't feel like doing. Do it. Okay.
Do it.
All right. Okay. So let me ask you guys this: what's the situation remotes in your household? You're laying in bed with your lady, or there's no kids around, and it's just you and her. How does the remote situation work? You get the remote, Mark?
I get the remote. I'm the remote. It's me.
Mark's the remote.
I get the remote.
It can depend. It can vary night to night. Usually I'm operating but taking suggestions. Sometimes if my operation has just failed, my wife will take over.
Yeah, I try to give her the remote, but I get the remote. And unfortunately it's a nightmare now because we've moved to 100% like Amazon
stream
TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and that remote is like the size of a half of a King Charles finger, so it's very easy to misplace.
I have the Roku remote, and it's so tiny. I'm always losing it in my bed. It sucks.
Sometimes takes me 15 minutes to find the remote.
Amazon or Apple TV is what I use. Same, so we all share that same issue with that.
So it depends. When I get into bed, I relinquish the remote because I'm just ready to just pass out anyway. But usually, I mean, when it's just me and the kid, he doesn't stand a chance, obviously.
That's what I mean, with kids, it's like, no, dude, you do everything you can to keep
I just snatch it right out of his hand. I just turn off whatever he's watching in the middle of it. He could be like,
because if they grab the remote, they're just going to play on the remote. And then it's just,
give me the remote. Give me that little remote.
But it's important to compromise, right? In relationships, especially, and if you're in a relationship where a fight over a remote is a constant thing, chances are that's not going to work out. So pick your battles, like we've always said. And one guy in Pittsburgh didn't pick his battle, and his girlfriend Michelle Robinson had control of the remote. Now she wanted to listen to music, and he wanted to watch football, and he said three times. He said, "Hey, Michelle, why don't you give me that remote? I want to watch some football." And she said, "No, I'm listening to music." And he said for a second time, "Yeah, but football's on, so maybe hand over the remote."
Yeah.
And then she said, "Yeah, but I'm also listening to music, and I don't give a fuck." And then
the
third time,
music on a stereo, not TV.
No, she does that. She puts it to like a 900 channel, like smooth channel. Listening. Yeah, music channel.
I'm gonna have to side with Homeboy on this one because put on some headphones or.
Yeah. And then the third time he asked, Robinson pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the hand. So instead of giving him the remote, she gave him a knife to the hand. Yeah.
Now, was it his operating hand? Was it his remote hand?
I believe so, probably.
Definitely.
He was probably like gimme.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see that hand. Here you go. Ah!
She fucking had a knife on hand.
Damn.
And stabbed him. So Yeah. So she originally told police that it was a self-inflicted wound, but then when she was talking to police,
Oh yeah, he stabbed himself.
She slipped up and said she made a spontaneous utterance that she stabbed him. Even he was probably saying the whole time, "No, she stabbed me. You think I did this to myself? No, she stabbed me."
Why would I stab myself?
Yeah. So be careful. Football season, things might get a little tense if your lady's not going to let you watch football.
Wow,
important.
But again, like who listens to the? I mean, every once in a while we'll throw on like
she wanted
it's
to
late
stab
at night. Sometimes I'll throw on music like on Spotify on the smart TV, but like,
right.
It's not. I mean, you're not really getting a bunch of visuals from the TV with the music.
This is a premeditated stab. I mean, you don't put on the music channel when there's live sports on. If
this
you're
sounds
not
like
trying
the
to start a fight.
afternoon. She wants to listen to music
Pittsburgh
out
play?
of the TV in the afternoon.
Who was Pittsburgh playing this weekend?
The Titans, I think.
Yeah.
Thursday night. Wow, big game too.
Yeah,
national TV.
Well, is he a Pittsburgh fan? Because they got their asses kicked.
They're from Pittsburgh. Everyone from Pittsburgh is a Pittsburgh fan.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, I think it was Steelers. They won, Mark. They won. They won by a small amount, I think.
Did they win?
But
they beat the Titans. Okay.
They beat the Titans. Yeah. So it was Thursday night. I mean, he really needed to get that game.
Steelers are 5-3, huh? Okay. All right.
Well, they never lose 2 in a row.
Kenny Pickett.
Tomlin. So
okay.
Yeah,
that's unusual.
So I mean, that's it's kind of a bragging point down at the bar. My wife stabbed me because I wanted to watch
I love the Steelers. I love the Steelers so much. I got my hand stabbed.
I watched the Steelers and she stabbed me.
She wouldn't give me the remote.
Crazy broad. I love her though.
I bet you don't love the Steelers as much as I do.
Get you a free $2 beer.
Yeah. It's crazy down there.
Down in West Virginia.
What's the beer they drink in Pittsburgh?
Iron City beer. Is it like?
Yeah.
They drink
a couple extra fries.
Get them in Iron City.
Yeah. Mancy Brothers in an Iron City. They'll fix it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's a fun city. I walked around down there one time. It's cool. Andy Warhol Museum. A lot of
industrial.
A lot of very industrial.
Yeah.
Very. You feel like you're gonna get oil on your hands just walking around.
A lot of ghosts from men that died from lung disease, black lung,
getting stabbed in the hand,
haunted by a bunch of drunk Iron City loving ghosts.
It's a hardened city, that's for sure. Very hardened city.
The average age of death was like 75 until in Pittsburgh, but it was like 40 in the 60s. But for them,
good people though. Good people.
Hard workers.
Yeah,
fun
good people. But that's it. That's the show. Anything else? Any more live comments to get to? I see like 46 in the queue.
Good. Keep them coming.
I mean, the live chat was popping. YouTube.com/HardFactorNews. Don't forget, you can sign up for the super user and there be a member, and you get the super emotes. So you could emoji people to death.
Jared Lindsay says, should have watched it on your phone, fool. Could have got laid, but got stabbed.
Yeah, using the phone as a remote is a good idea. I didn't even think of that. Chris, when we were talking about the gay conservatives, Chris Slate said you missed Greg Abbott. No, he's a tree fucker.
Still atypical, right?
Fucked him.
He's
yeah.
Does that make him
no,
the part of the plus?
Gay.
Part of the plus?
Yeah, maybe that's why he hates the environment.
Yeah,
trees get when a tree tries to kill you, it'll sour you on the environment pretty quick. Yeah,
most things. True.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it. We love you. Have a great fucking day.